Long time no see, folks. Hope everyone's doing well so far. It's been a while. It feels like since I've last done a live stream for weather. It's been a crazy few weeks since the last live stream I did. I think it was actually the Ohio tornado outbreak. Good to be back in either case. So hope everyone, like I said again, hope everyone's doing well. We're going to see what this one brings, and then we're going to try and see if we can also cover tomorrow. It's a pretty big day for tomorrow as well. So, like I said, active times here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button if you haven't already. Also hit that share button if you're new around here, and hit that subscribe button. I can. It's springtime. This kind of thing happens during this time of year. You usually will get you usually get them one at a time. To have them happen both within the 48-hour time frame is something I'm not gonna downplay that at all. I'd be lying to say that I wasn't shocked by that. But I remember me and Contingents were talking about that the other day on Discord. We were having a staff discussion on there, and we kind of pinpointed that area. So it's nice to know that we were on the ball with that from the jump. But hey, it's all good though. Right now things are, I wouldn't say calm. We got some severe thunderstorm warnings that have had baseball size hail. But yeah. We haven't had any tornado warnings as of yet. Had some 70 mile per hour tagged severe thunderstorm warnings, considerable tag, I guess you would call them. And that's really all there is to it. I'm still seeing this glitch here. That's the crazy thing. It's 32 degrees. There's always been a glitch whenever I use the single site radar with the temperature metric on here, where it'll have one area that's oddly like towards 32 degrees, and it always happens with at least one area in particular with every radar site that I have been on so far. I think this one is the first one I haven't seen it in. Even then, let me make sure I don't see it. Okay, this one actually does it, but I don't know what it is. But I know for a fact that it is not 32 degrees in Eureka, Kansas. Just gonna go on the record and say that now. I need to charge my phone. Do have storm chasers available here tonight. We have at least 3, maybe 4. So we'll be checking their streams out as time goes on here. Really, this was going to be around, it's going to be around this time where we'll see if this ends up really verifying or not. There are fail parameters with this. So, like I said, it's not a shoo-in that this ends up producing a big outbreak or anything like that. I do think we'll see the hail and wind threats increase as time goes on, and then after that, we'll probably see progression off to the east here, and eventually we'll be setting up the stage for tomorrow's threat. These storms, however, are going to be a key component to all of that because of the simple fact that there's going to be a lot of convection with this group of storms here. So really what's going to happen is, the question is more so, can the atmosphere recover along this region in order for our severe weather event tomorrow to verify? If it does, we could have a big problem on our hands. If not, if it doesn't recover, then we may just have a complete bust on our hands, which would probably be the more ideal situation, in my personal opinion. But time will only tell. But this is what our current picture is looking like right now. gonna pull up Corey's camera here first. Take a look at what he's got. Like he's ahead of this little complex of storms here. Once again, severe thunderstorm warned. No tornado warnings at the moment. We're just kind of waiting to see just what happens with our storm systems. I'm also looking at some of the SKUTs for tomorrow, by the way. Depending on how things are going with this, I may also end up sharing some of that as well. Excuse me. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you're hitting that like button, hitting that share button. Definitely trying to grow that channel, grow this channel. 1,000 subs would be nice by the end of the year. That's the goal. You can help me get there. That would be awesome. We try to be here as much as we can. We also do have a regular day job, which kind of plays a part in slowing me down just a little bit, not gonna lie. But if I can be here, best believe I will be. So I'll move him out of the way for right now, put him up here in this part of the screen. We'll just kind of keep a wide view of things right now. Also, if anyone is interested or in letting me know what they end up seeing on radar at times, if they think that's a point of interest, feel free to say so in the chat. I don't bite. Don't bite at all. All right. Roof blown off already? Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that already. And we're going to see that on the rise more, especially as these storms continue to evolve and go linear. I think the early part of this is where we're going to see the big hail, and then towards the back end of this, especially as we go further towards the east here, particularly towards, I would say maybe, I'm going to make sure I have this right. I would say this section right here, hoping you can see that, and that's a terrible circle. But I'm thinking towards this region, or maybe it actually would even want to go further up. I would say that the tornado threat will eventually start to come into play. Yeah, there's a lot of wind energy with this storm system, LDOT. It's pretty gnarly over here. And that's really what a big part of that driving force behind this tornado threat is a lot of kinematic energy, especially in the lower levels of the atmosphere. The low-level jet, if you will. But also there's other parameters as well. Warm sector is also a big part of it. And then also if you look over here, you see the dew points. We're in the 60s here already. That and the surface temperatures being near the 80s. Just a lot of elements really coming together for this severe weather threat, and also tomorrow's. We'll have to see if either one of these truly verifies, though, as far as the tornado threat is concerned. As far as the hail threat, I'd say we're about on track, though. I wish I knew exactly what he is dealing with as far as winds right now, though. But it doesn't look like he's got any instrument panels up and running right now, or he's not getting any readings. It's the only downside. Look at that leading edge of the storm, though. Okay, let's see if we can get a much closer radar sight so that we can actually get a good look at it. Been live for nearly 20 minutes. Anyone just tuning in for the first time today, we are looking at the potential of a severe weather outbreak to unfold here. We've had some reports of wind damage already, and we've also had some large hail reports. We can anticipate that increasing as we go throughout the evening, and there is also a very palpable threat for tornadoes. There's actually a hatched risk that we will be on the lookout for as we go later throughout the evening and into the overnight here. There's already been several tornado watches in effect. Most of these are going to be in effect up until about midnight local time. This is the central time zone, in case you didn't know. But the threat for tornadoes could last all the way beyond that time, maybe even into the 2 or 3 a.m. time frame. We'll probably most likely see a decrease in activity by that point. But really, we're just waiting to see if these storms will initiate. That's going to be a key question that we have here. Or that's going to be one of the key factors. Just what kind of storms will we get to initiate? Hey, what's up, Baconator? How you doing, bud? Alright, so there's Corey and there's Brandon. There's Vince over there. Thought I saw a fourth one here. Maybe Brad Arnold's around? Yep, there he is actually. There's Brad Arnold. So 4 chasers on Radar Omega today. How about that? And 10 viewers. Hello, everyone. Appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, that front's about to pass you now, so you're going to probably see a downtrend in activity over there in your area, Baconator. So get ready. That cold air is going to kick in and kind of catch you by surprise. There's going to be a lot of cold air on the backside of this front here. What are you telling me that for? Hang on a second. Why are you telling me to shut up? What did I do? Hold on a minute. Yeah, honestly, Isaiah. Yeah, he's rude, man. He's incredibly rude today. Bit out of pocket, aren't you? Downtrend in weather. I mean, it's going to quiet down over there. So yeah, that's a downtrend. Are you really upset about the fact that I just said, hey, it's gonna calm down over there? In fact, it already is calming down. Look. Oh, God. Well, that was random. My Echo Dot just randomly gave me the weather report for tomorrow. Okay. We're actually going to get some weather tomorrow, Isaiah. You and I both. So don't worry. Your turn's coming. We both have tomorrow. You actually if I remember correctly, you're in the slight risk, maybe even in the enhanced risk, and then I'm in the slight risk for tomorrow. Nah, you're in slight just like me. I guess while we wait, I'll give you a look at the setup for tomorrow, or the outlook for tomorrow, I should say. But yeah, you're over here towards Western Tennessee. Yeah, you're still in the slight risk, buddy. If not, like right on the edge of that. Oh, you're barely enhanced. But yeah, I'm in the slight risk by a pretty good margin. So we can expect some weather. And then on top of that, you have the hatch risk to go along with it too. So trust me, you got some stuff on the way, possibly. I definitely think this mode to the south is going to do something. I just don't know if it's going to verify to the extent that it's displaying here with the hatched risk. But yeah, you're going to see something. My area, I'm a little bit questionable. I kind of consider that a bit questionable, but not not like a out of left field type thing. Yeah, remember it stretches out to 25 miles within a given point. So even if you're 25 miles outside of a point that has the hatch risk, it still somewhat applies to you. Just not maybe a slightly lower percentage. Don't know exactly how that works per se. But yeah, you can expect something. Baconator, you sound almost like Napoleon Dynamite. Gosh! Oh, Pittsburgh. Welcome, L. Dot. Yeah, you're definitely under the gun for tomorrow over there. You're in that slight risk, but just like right on the cutting edge of being in that enhanced risk line. So I probably would say treat it like it's an enhanced risk. The tornado threat's there, but I really think your threat will be more so damaging winds than anything else. I think damaging winds will be the main threat, if anything. But there's a couple of fail parameters with this setup too, so it's not necessarily a shoe-in. But if it does verify, this could be a pretty big deal. Yeah, that is very true, contenders. 25 miles is not much. Oh yeah, you're in that enhanced risk then, for sure. Yeah, you're this area right here in the orange. Oh, I know where Wheeling is. Yeah, I know where Wheeling is. Yeah, you're in that enhanced risk then. 100% in that enhanced risk. So yeah, definitely make sure you're paying attention to the weather tomorrow. I'm hoping I have a shot at getting home early enough to stream, but there is a chance that may not happen because of my job. Listen, don't be scared. At the very least, if I'm not here to stream it, there's other guys that will be here too. Because main goal here, whether it's me or someone else, want to keep you safe. That's what we want. But yeah, you're definitely in that enhanced risk there. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. But just make sure you have a way to get watches and warnings throughout the afternoon. I would say early afternoon for you, sometime after lunch or maybe right around lunchtime. Wait, what is that? Baconator NATO? Uh-oh. Baker NATO. Oh gosh. You guys are silly. Well, like I said, L. Dot, if you have a way to keep track of the watches and warnings, which there's some free weather apps for you to use, like WeatherBug is a really good one. Yeah, tomorrow could be pretty nasty, but like I said, it's not a shoo-in. There's no need to panic or be scared. Just mainly you want to make sure that you're staying weather aware. Just stay focused on the watches and warnings throughout the day, so that way you can stay on top of things. That's the real key to it all. I live all the way in Atlanta. We have severe weather events pretty often. We're actually in tomorrow's risk ourselves. We're in a slight risk actually. So I mean, and then on top of that, I work outside. So I'll best believe I'll be watching too. What is going on here in my chat? What are you two doing? Baconado, bacon tornado, baconade. Baternator, Bakernator. What the? You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. But it's keeping things entertaining though, so I appreciate it. Well, still keeping an eye on things right now though. We're also keeping these guys up to speed with the severe weather threat for tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this storm with a baseball-sized hail. This severe thunderstorm warning here. This is over towards Texas, towards Palo Pinto. This is actually starting to look like it might be bowing out here. So basically, what I mean by bowing out is you see this little backwards C shape here. This is outflow rushing out from the storm or gusting out. So you often will end up getting really strong winds from this. So this has increased damaging wind potential, and also with that heightened reflectivity over here towards the magenta-ish, purple, pink, whichever one you want to call it. There's also a chance for some larger hail here. Bowing out. Oh wow. Really, contingents, I'm disappointed in you. Really? I am disappointed in you, sir. Bowing out. Come on, man. I actually used to like that company, Boeing, especially when they were making more military aircraft. I'm so disappointed in you. You even deleted the comment. You even deleted it. Oh, no problem. We'll still be here tonight, especially depending on how things pan out with this storm system or this severe setup for today. But yeah, if we can, we'll definitely try to be live for tomorrow. But yeah, see you next time. Yeah. Oh, Baconator deleted it. That's what it was. Really, dude? Why would you delete it? No, I thought I saw it deleted because I have it on live chat. I thought somebody had gotten rid of it. I mean, yeah, it was bad, but you didn't have to do that. Sheesh. You didn't have to do that. See if there's any tornado possible tags with these. I don't know. Is this really? You guys are wildin' right now, man. You guys are wildin'. Not even a tornado possible tag. Because YouTube doesn't like you knowing your message got deleted. You guys are on one, man. So this should be a fun stream. Hopefully, nothing crazy comes of it. As much as I enjoy streaming. That was funny. That's funny too. Your message got deleted. Good job. That's a W grammar, man. That's W grammar. It's W grammar. Grade A. brown egg level grammar. I'm kidding about the whole brown egg thing. But anyway, all foolishness aside, let's see what Brad Arnold's doing over here. See what storm he might be looking at. If this is too loud, just let me know. Are you even grammar? Sheesh. So looks like Brad is further up to the north here. He probably jumped on these storms that were going off earlier. We had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings over towards this region, but as you can see, we have dipped. We've seen that warm front dip to the south here, so kind of losing instability towards this region. We're just dealing with some rain showers at this point over here. I saw that you retracted that message, Baconator. You were right for it. I'm not gonna lie, but you should have took that one like a man, dude. Are you even grammaring right now? I don't know. Are you even grammaring, sir?
Continue on US 63 south for 86 miles.
Are you even grandpa? If I were to answer the question, no, I'm not a grandpa, that's for sure. I don't even have kids. Pretty sure I don't. Pretty sure I don't have kids. Grandpaing. This is gonna be crazy. This chat's going to be crazy for a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would too. I am pretty sure I would know. Well, looks like Brad's in some very stable weather right now. Looks like Corey's the main one that's near anything interesting, but it looks like he's in a clear slot right here. These storms aren't looking that impressive right now. Could we get spared here? I think Isaiah gets it. Hey, Thunderwolf. Long time no see. Welcome, welcome. That's a scary feeling, not knowing. Don't ask me how I know. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to try to keep this as PG and as cordial as we can here. But yeah, just know that I know. Wait, what is that emoji? What is that emoji you just put up there? Well, speaking of weather, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning over towards Kingfisher in Oklahoma here. This is over towards Guthrie County. This is for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, that sounds nice. We'll see how that pans out for me one day. Maybe one day I'll have. It's sand sanitizer. Wow, they literally made a hand sanitizer emoji now. What's next? What's next? It works perfectly. That's the funny part about that comment. Sand sanitizer. It works so well. It's kind of scary. I think we have crossed the forbidden plane here. This should be a blooper. Severe thunderstorm warning outside of St. Louis now, huh? Oh. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Yeah, this kind of has that little weak inflow notch here. But this also kind of looks like it's outflow dominant pretty heavy, especially on that southern flank there. That cold air is indeed rushing out like this. So, unless we can get this inflow section right here to tighten up, I don't expect this to drop anything anytime soon. I think that should be our next emoji then. Outflow Dami. Yeah. That'll be our next emoji. We'll do Outflow Dami. What do you guys say? Should we do that? Should the next membership emoji be Outflow Dami? Outflow Mommy. I saw that. Nope. It's too late to retract that message. I saw it. Outflow Mommy? Really? Well, I mean, outflow switch. Well, outflow switch actually would be kind of cool. It would be pretty apt, I would say. Because, I mean, if you get a storm to go outflow dominant, it's like flipping a switch on the tornado potential. We'll have to think about this more for sure. We'll definitely have to look into things in regards to making our next membership emoji. We already got 2 of them. We can have up to at least 5 starting out. So, no, I'm not going to ever get rid of Anime Girl just to spite you. What, did it not put my thumbnail up that I made? I swear if it didn't, I'm going to be pissed at YouTube and OBS. Because I literally worked hard on a freaking thumbnail for like 30 minutes only for it not to show it. If that's really the case, I'm going to be pissed. Not going to lie. Well, it wasn't 30 minutes. It was more probably like 20 minutes. But still, I put a good bit of time into that. And I was kind of rushing it so that way I could get on here pretty quickly. Oh, get out of here. Well, so contingents. I don't know if you know this, but oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was just like, because actually, for a while, I had it messed up myself, and I was saying TWM, and then I realized I've literally gotten this backwards. It's my own channel, and I have my own freaking initials backwards for my channel. I've nearly had this channel for 2 years. Well, officially now over 2 years. And I have been botching the channel initials the entire time. Metal Man Weatherhead. Yep. Thai Metal Man Weatherhead. Thai Weatherhead Metal Man. That should be like a troll shirt or something someday. Especially if the channel gets big enough to where people actually would even consider buying merch. But that's a long ways off though. Whoa, MWH. I'm interested. Okay, what do we have here? Let's see what you're cooking, man. Let's see what you're cooking. Let's see what you're cooking. Metal man. Oh God, he made extra letters. He made extra letters. Ah, cry me a river baconator. You make it easy to be mean to you. I'm just kidding. No, you do not make it easy to be mean to you. I don't intend to normally be mean to you. Are you in the snappers today? A bean. Uh, I'm sorry, Roy. I'm not sure if I'm understanding the question. Forgive me if I'm a little slow, man. But yeah, I'm kind of not understanding that question. Are you in the night risk? All right, where are you located again, Roy? Meanwhile, my own admins are botching my channel name. Wow. Anyway, uh-oh, dropping frames here. A bean? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I got quite a few results. Yeah, it hit me really quick. Really contingent. Yeah, I had a little lag spike too. So I just checked it on my third screen. I did have a little bit of lag. I don't know what that was about. What state? Because I see in a Bean Road, I see a Bean Switzerland, which is surprising. Then I see a Beans Braids in Houston, Texas. You guys are clowning right now. Chill out. Anyway, Roy, if you can still hear me. Oh, brother. Arena snack risk. What? Yeah, I. I'm pretty sure I'm not understanding what's going on here. Hope you're not trying to troll me. Area snack risk today, a bean. It's always a risk of snacks if I'm being honest. Unfortunately, I've already eaten up all my snacks. Yeah, I ate my little thing of cookies earlier. I do have some ice cream, but I think I'm gonna save that for after the stream, especially if nothing happens. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. If nothing major goes on with this stream, I will eat some ice cream on stream to end it out. Just so we can appease Baconator with his mukbang request. Share? That depends. Are you lactose intolerant, and do you like cookies and cream ice cream? That's the second question is probably a dumb question now. Okay, so the storm that's heading towards St. Louis does have a mesocyclone. Well, geez, Baconator trying to be personal, huh? Just for that, I'm not sharing with you. Dude, like, do you dare me to eat a food that I like? I'll do it. Yeah, absolutely. Have I no shame? No, not really. Well, yes, I do have shame. I'll enjoy my treats. Don't tempt me. I feel weird eating on camera. That's the only reason I don't make mention of it. Korean modulus today. A bean. I could go. I actually had a Korean burger the other day, which was pretty cool. Hey man, we can make this. We could talk about food right now. I mean, there's no tornado warnings at the moment. There is a interesting little shape here to the storm on the southern flank, though, that we're going to be keeping an eye on now. I do like the increased amount of lightning that's going with this as well. Let's go ahead and check velocity with this. It's broad, but there is maybe an indication of this trying to get going. It's extremely broad right now, but there is a very weak indication of rotation beginning to take shape here. I'm really eager to see what the Jefferson City storm looks like. Oh, hello. Jefferson City should have tour possible today. Thunderstorms today, a bean. Oh, we're gonna watch this storm over here towards Jefferson City. This is gonna be heading towards Wardsville, but it does look like there's something there. Isaiah, if you're still here, is that the storm that you were making reference to, or was it this storm that's heading towards St. Louis still? Because it looks like both of them are trying to do a thing. The Wardsville storm looks a lot better, though. Looks a lot more organized right now. Sentient search optimization terms. Well, that's That's an interesting term. We'll go with it. I hate that there's no storm chasers over here right now, but at least there should be some cameras that we can look at the very least. Alright, so I'm going to pull up some sky cams here, if I can, over St. Louis with this storm closing in, and then maybe we'll even try to pull up Jefferson City if it's at all possible. Yeah, terrain over towards the Ozarks is never fun. It's very treacherous. No lie. Then on top of that, radar coverage can be kind of sketchy as well. So can't blame anyone for not wanting to chase here. There are probably chasers out there, but we don't have any access to their feeds right now. I think this one's going to end up being our first tornado warning of the day. This one towards Jefferson City is looking really impressive now. Has a really strong look on reflectivity. Has a good velocity scan. Not the most incredible one, but it's definitely evident. Just needed to be a little bit better organized, but even then, I think it still would be sufficient enough for maybe a tornado warning. But yeah, I think this might be the first one to go. I think it's going to come down to one of these two storms as far as the tornado warning, first tornado warning of the day is concerned. I'm definitely thinking that it's going to be this one for sure, though. It's got a pronounced hook to it. Question is, will we end up seeing this continue to flourish, or will this end up going outflow dominant a lot like all the others? Will do, contingents. Alright, man. I'll see you later. Much love, brother. Horns up. I did find a webcam over towards St. Louis. Well, it looks like Royce started a pretty cool trend amongst Baconator and contingents. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I lost the camera. I was just about to switch over so you could see it. I think I ended up hitting an ad or something. Wait. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here is the picture that I have for this area over here. This is right around Forest Park in St. Louis here. Go wide view here. You can see the sky's pretty dark. Not the most incredible view I've ever seen. You can see the clouds moving. I think that the worst of the weather is still going to be pretty far off to the west, maybe even west-southwest possibly. So it's still a question as to what lies ahead for this region here. Jump back over. I'm going to probably see this thing kind of pulsate in and out before this continues to go forward here into Illinois here. It's another point of interest for severe weather later this evening here. I'm really just waiting to see what happens with this storm here, though. I really think that if there's going to be a tornado warning, that's going to be it. That's what's going on here. If we look at it from a different radar site, it's a big hailer, and it looks like it might just be a little bit elevated. That rotation isn't quite mixing to the lower levels, possibly. You're going to take a nap? All right, do what you got to do, man. Yeah, I don't really see any rotation from this radar site. It's the one that's further out that kind of is picking up on it, and it's really more towards the upper level. So, yeah, it looks like this could be elevated here. Still see some really good potential for hail. It's kind of being reflected as well. We're seeing a 2-inch hail threat here, which would be about hen egg size. So, continuing to see pretty much the same things we've been seeing so far as so far in regards to what this severe threat has been. We'll see how this continues to pan out here. Appreciate you guys liking and commenting here. Looks like we've made it up to 12 likes here. Appreciate that, you guys. Really do. See if we can't get a few more before the night's out. Send the storms northish. You want more? You might have another shot. Let me go back to reflectivity here. You might have a couple more chances at storms, but the problem is that this warm front right here, this little red line, is going to start draping more to the south, and that's going to kind of hamper the intensity of them. So if you are going to get more, it needs to happen soon, because the window is indeed closing, my friend. fact, we have Brad Arnold right here, one of the chasers that's north of the warm front. He's racing to try and get back south of it. You don't want to be north of the warm front if you want severe storms. In most cases, you don't. Sometimes that warm front is advecting north. It's okay. But if you're wanting storms, typically being north of that warm front is not where you want to be. Maybe just along that frontal boundary sometimes, but you have to be ready for everything that comes with it. Yeah, you'll at least get some more rain, that's for sure. Because your true threat for shower and storm activity, not necessarily severe, is going to last until that cold front passes through. Otherwise, you'll still see a chance for showers, maybe a few rumbles. But as far as a severe threat is concerned, you're going to be on a downtrend. Welcome back, Isaiah. Not much has really changed here. We're pretty much just watching both of these storms just do their thing here. Neither of these have a tornado possible tag. It has a mesocyclone. Well, both of them have mesocyclones, like you mentioned. The only thing is that it's not really translating towards the lower level. It all seems like it's very elevated right now. So hail threat's pretty high. Damaging wind threat's there. Tornadoes right now kind of looking a little bit lackluster at the moment. But we'll have to see how things play out, of course. That low pressure here. If this low pressure had progressed a little bit further to the east, or I would actually go as far as to say maybe if it progressed a little bit slower, maybe we'd have something here. It's always these finicky little details when it comes to these severe weather threats that make a world of difference here. Oh. While we're at it here, it does look like we got an 80-mile-per-hour wind gust just to the west of Breckenridge in Texas. So, like I said, still plenty going on, just not much in the way of tornadoes. But in any case, though, more or less just kind of in a holding pattern, just waiting to see what happens next here from this point. If y'all want, we can talk a little bit about the severe weather setup for tomorrow, because it could be a big day. I mean, it's still questionable at the moment, but it could be looking at another major setup here. Well, we are looking at another major setup, but we'll have to see if it verifies, of course. Today is a moderate risk, which is pretty rare, and then we have another moderate risk for tomorrow. Excuse me. Let's see what this is looking like on this radar site. Just not a lot of clarity with these. Our mixing just seems to be really lackluster right now, if I were to say so myself. The convection's not terrible. I'm really just trying to gain full understanding of what's going on here at the moment. Because, yeah, these are definitely discrete. They definitely have that supercellular characteristic. But as of right now, though, no dice. Oklahoma, to me, was always going to be questionable because of the cap that was going to end up here. And it could still break. In fact, it's more likely to break within the next hour or so, I would say. Because this is usually the time where we start to see it. But right now, things are staying pretty quiet. Not that I'm complaining, because I remember last year looking at the 331 outbreak. Oh, and there we go. There's that tornado warning, and it's the Jefferson City storm. I can't even find my siren anymore. It's been so long. So there's our tornado warning. This is for Cole and Osage County in central Missouri. The storm is located near Westphalia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but this is moving east at 30. Hail is also a problem, potentially up to 2 inches in diameter. It's radar indicated. So, Westphalia, you have 2 minutes, and then Lynn, you have 12 minutes before the storm's on top of you. Okay. Let's get that back here. Screen was really bright there, actually. That kind of hurt my eyes. So we finally got our first one of the day, and it was a storm that we were calling out from the get-go. No real surprise there. Of course, it's when Baconator takes a nap when all the action starts to happen. That's the problem we're kind of having right now. Is the fact that the picture on radar from really the Springfield or the St. Louis site, it's kind of abysmal. Like, you can tell it's a supercell. You can tell. I think the St. Louis site is given the best look at reflectivity or velocity. And I mean, you see something there, but it's not like a crystal clear picture like what you would see with some other sites, which is kind of annoying. Let me try this one. I mean, you see it in either sense. It's definitely there. But I don't think we're getting a full grasp of it. Let's try Columbia. Nope, that's even worse. Sheesh. Yeah, we're just going to kind of stick with the St. Louis site. Oh, I bet Brad is absolutely kicking himself right now for being so far to the north. Because he could have been right there. Then again, you are getting close to a residential area at this, not a residential area, but more so a metropolitan area. So at that point, you have to pick your battles. Maybe that's what he's doing there. It's not. I would call that more just kind of playing it smart, because chasing near a metropolitan is very dangerous, very challenging as well. So I would not blame him if he did not want to be super aggro on this storm at all. I'd probably be, well, I don't know. You got to play this game safe, because believe it or not, the most dangerous thing to storm chasers isn't even what they're chasing. It's other elements, such as traffic. So, can't blame him if he's not wanting to go that route. But I think he is heading south, though. I think he does want to get a look at this storm here, if it holds out and actually produces, of course. Nothing crystal clear on the CC drop here. Looks like a lot of noise, more than anything else right now. I don't see any real indicators of, excuse me, any indicators of debris right now. So this is our only tornado warning that we're looking at right now. There is a chance that there will be more as we get later into the evening, but we'll have to see how things pan out. Oh wow. Video evidence of a tornado earlier in Kingfisher, huh? Is there yeah, definitely send it on Discord. I probably should be able to play it on here. Maybe. We'll just have to see. All right. So you said there was a report near Kingfisher, correct? Oh, you haven't sent it yet. All right, let me see if I can find it. Okay. Maybe it was a gustnado? It would probably be this storm right here, I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and hit this site right here. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it was gonna be something from this cluster that dropped that. Alright, here comes the mention. Oh yeah, that is a tornado. So here is what we were discussing from the Kingfisher tornado here. Here is the storm. Here's the funnel cloud. I don't see debris circulation, but definitely a very clear look at a funnel cloud here. Wouldn't surprise me if it did touch down, but debris is kind of hard to see. When it's just picking up grass, it's going to be kind of hard to pick up on. It's going to be hard to pick up on that kind of debris, especially with the heavy rain that you see going on in the background here and in the forefront as well. So not really surprising, but guess we have had a tornado earlier today. We'll have to see if we end up getting more. Oops, I didn't want to close that out completely. So our current situation, we're still sitting at one tornado warning right now. I'm going to move that back to the left here. I guess while we're at it, maybe we could play a little bit of music here and there. I'm trying to think of what to put on here. If that is too loud, just let me know. Or if you want to hear something else, we can try and go that route. So looks like Corey's got a storm right over here towards Pittsburgh, Kansas. We just crossed into the Missouri line here now. 2. So we'll go ahead and see what he... Oh. We'll pause the music for a second here. Look at this. That looks like... that looks beautiful. Beautiful looking shelf cloud here. It's a pretty strong storm here. This has the potential to produce $half size hail and also 60-mile-per-hour winds. Could see an uptrend with that as well as time goes on. We now officially have a severe thunderstorm warning for the St. Louis metro area, like proper St. Louis metro. This is mainly going to be for golf ball sized hail and also 60-mile-per-hour winds. We still have our lone tornado warning right now, which is just now heading into Lynn here. You can still see that there is a pretty good inflow notch here. Looking at velocity, there's still some evidence of rotation, but it looks like it has kind of dropped off a bit. And obviously, we haven't had any real indication of debris on the ground at any point. A lot of radar noise right now, and it looks like it's continuing to be the case here. Looks like Brandon Kopic's with Corey. But yeah, that's pretty much our situation right now. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. Not much in the way of tornadoes at the moment here. Like I said, there's a chance that things could pick up as we get later into the evening, especially as we push further off to the east here. I'm still waiting to see just what this mode is going to look like over here towards Oklahoma City, because that's going to be, in my opinion, the wild card for the setup tonight. Still have our radar indicated tornado warning towards Osage County. Guess we'll resume the music for right now. Fix up my laptop real quick. Just give me a moment, guys. I'm trying to understand just what happened to my screen here and why it just went away. Okay, we got that fixed up now. Well, sort of fixed. Not quite. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. Excuse my family in the background. Yeah, it looks like we're losing the rotation with this storm, so it's quickly fizzling out here. Like I said, that's the only tornado warning that we've had ongoing at the moment. The rest of this has mainly been severe thunderstorm warnings, mainly just some scattered showers and storms right now. Like I said, we're still anticipating an increase in activity as we get later into the evening here. Probably start to see some of this tornado watch begin to get trimmed away over here as we get closer to this cold front passing through this section here. So soon we'll start to see parts of western Missouri out of the action here, and then eventually central Missouri. Then we're going to start to see more activity over towards Illinois here. Uh-oh. I see a little buffering going on here, guys. Give me a second. Alright, we're good now. We're good now. Playing disc jockey has its pros and cons here. I'll put it that way. Anyway. What kind of pizza did you get, Isaiah? Oh. Okay, I guess we're doing the siren now. Because we now have a tornado warning for St. Louis proper here. Wow. So that storm finally decided to start spinning here. Only problem is that this is right above the radar site, so it's going to be kind of hard to see. I do see evidence of rotation, and this is going to be awfully close to downtown St. Louis here. So this is a very dangerous situation here. It's thankfully right now it's just a radar indicated tornado warning, but hopefully we have some eyes down there to see if this ends up being confirmed or not. Because odds are looking at this on radar is going to be, well, there's your answer. It's going to be a bunch of mess and a bunch of contamination here. So really, that's no different than being as blind as a bat. But like I said, we could see an increase in activity as time goes on, as we go further into the evening here. Because what we're anticipating to have happen is this low-level jet is going to kick up right around this time, actually. So if this event's going to verify, oh, there's another tornado warning now. And this one is just to the northwest of Stillwater over here. And this is issued for Noble and Payne County in central Oklahoma. This is until 7 o'clock central time, so you got another 24 minutes of this warning. This is located near Morrison, moving east at 35. We also have the threat of quarter-size hail along with the threat of a tornado. We'll also have to look for Morrison and Glencoe being impacted by this storm. Four different tornado warnings within a month. Yeah, it's been pretty busy over there. And I think there actually was a tornado warning, a tornado that did touch down in the proper metro area. I'm not entirely sure. I think so, though, if I remember correctly. I think it was in March. Maybe it could have been in February. Because we did have an outbreak in February as well. I think that was further off to the east, though. I could be getting it mixed up. It's crazy when all the stuff kind of blurs together in the manner in which it does whenever you're doing these weather YouTube channels, especially with these live streams. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at this storm here because I forgot I was still in correlation coefficient. You did not finna take a nap. Well, you're just in time, my man. Because it seems like things are starting to get busy now. We went from nothing to now 3 tornado warnings. Albeit the progression was a little slow, but still. It seems like we're getting something going here. The thing is, we were kind of all calling it yesterday that we would end up seeing, yeah, we have 3 tornado warnings now, including one for St. Louis. There's some broad rotation here. Nothing incredible at the moment. But yeah, it's one that's just to the east of Jefferson City. This one's for the St. Louis metro area, like proper St. Louis metro. So yeah, we're now up to 3. Just when you stepped away was when the first one got issued, and that was the Jefferson City storm that we have been talking about, and now we have St. Louis under the gun too. So yeah, business picking up a little bit. Just a little bit. As time goes on, I think we may see a few more. I see the rotation right here. It's a brief little flare up that was right about here. Just on the edge of this polygon here. Didn't really see anything on CC. I can check again. It's pretty inconclusive, really. Yeah, nah, I don't see anything. It's all water droplets still, but we'll keep an eye on it. And this is where we get to the challenging part because we have 3 tornado warnings pretty well spread apart. Let's check the St. Louis proper first. It's going to be kind of hard to see with St. Louis with it being so close to the radar site. That's the only issue we really have. Yeah, they're getting awfully loud here. Out there in the living room. I won't have to send a text to let them know, hey, chill out. Come on now. Uh-oh. There we go. It's just taking a little bit of time to load here. But, oh, we went into rave mode and... Are you thinking over towards, was it over towards Chesterfield? Because that's where I was kind of seeing an indication of maybe something going, but I was, like, at that time it was kind of inconclusive. This doesn't move out the way. Oh, yeah, it's towards, Creve Coeur. It's getting awfully close to town. Yeah, I kind of see it. And this might be towards that same area that we were looking at not long ago, like about a month or so earlier. I don't know if it was February or March, but there was another tornado warning, and there may have been a touchdown over towards St. Louis proper. We could be seeing a replay of that again. But yeah, there is something there. Still kind of hard to tell, but I do think you guys might be onto something there. Good job. Very good job, actually. Yeah, it looks like this one's fizzled out. Probably see that expire a little bit ahead of schedule, if anything. Itchy, man. Freaking itching today. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if Brad's gonna make it to this storm. He's pretty far away. He's got a shot at it. If we can get his feed running at all. There we go. It's probably going to be on the outer edge to where you could see maybe the anvil, or you might be just under it.
Dad life is doing great, Sam. Thanks for asking. Incredible. It's good to be out of the house a little bit, though. I'm glad
Oh, they just confirmed it now.
take care of.
Sounds like they just had put that confirmed dial tone on him. So I think this tornado is now observed tornado heading towards St. Louis. What? Oh man, here we go again. Poor St. Louis, I tell you. If you know anyone that's over towards the St. Louis metro area, you need to be telling them to get to their safe spot right now. This is indeed a confirmed tornado on the ground that is just now going through Creve Cover, or just going north of Creve Cover towards Maryland Heights. So we need to make sure that you are heading to your safe spot here. Actually, you're taking credit for Isaiah's find, because he was the one that was saying that it first had a mesocyclone. And then on top of that, in Decord, he said, could it possibly be that this has a CC drop? So, actually, Isaiah is the one that said it first. So you didn't tell us anything. It was Isaiah. Either way, good props to both of you. This is definitely a tornado on the ground. Stop trying to steal credit. Stop trying to steal credit, Baconator. Don't make me beat you like the redheaded stepchild. Even though we know you're not. But still. Anyway. Yeah, it is a CC, but it's kind of hard. It was kind of hard to see because the radar site being so close to it. You often will get a lot of radar noise with the CC. Like, for example, with this storm getting closer over here, this one that is kind of falling apart now, though. See how much noise there is? Because this is getting pretty close to the radar site, too. So sometimes it's kind of hard to read, you know. So you have to be really careful when you're close to the radar site. But that was a good find. It was a good find by both of you. It's a very good find. Okay. So we're going to kind of try to cycle through these tornado warnings as best as we can to stay on top of the game here. We're probably going to see, like I said, we're probably going to see this one that's over towards Jefferson City expire. But we still have a confirmed tornado over here towards the St. Louis metro area. And it should be heading through this region in not too long. Because this is going to be in St. Louis probably by about 7 o'clock Central Time, if not sooner. Yep, St. Louis International Airport would be impacted within 4 minutes here. University City, Maryland Heights, Creve Coeur, Overland, Clayton have just been impacted here. Some other areas that we'll have to be watching, of course, is towards proper St. Louis. Ferguson, Jennings, Northwoods, Hillsdale, Cool Valley, Kinloch, Pine Lawn, Velda City, Country Club Hills, Bellefontaine, Neighbors, Delwood, Floridale Hills, Riverview, Moline Acres, Castle Point, and Glasgow Village. Yeah, hopefully it is a quick spin up. Given this environment, though, it's hard to say. But that would be the best case scenario is if it lifted. Need Oh wow. I can't really tell what's going on with this anymore. In a weird spot with a radar sight. We can go back in a loop here. Maybe I can find what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly what's going on now. Maybe it could have lifted. It's hard to say. Being so close to the radar site makes this very difficult. I'll be right back, though. They're getting out of hand here. All right, back. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. Yeah, it looks like I'm pretty sure it's lifted, but couldn't tell for sure at the time. But yeah, it definitely looks like we've lost that rotation for the moment. We won't know for sure until it passes a little bit further to the east. Yeah, it's lifted. It's gone to radar indicated now. And now that tornado warning has been allowed to expire. Go ahead and look at reflectivity for this storm here. It's an embedded supercell here, but I think we're going outflow dominant on this one. That weak echo region that was there that kind of helped produce this just isn't really quite prevalent anymore. So at this point, I think this one's going to expire too. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our other severe thunderstorm warnings while we're at it here. See if there's any tornado possible tags that we don't know about. This we already do know about. We know about the St. Louis storm, St. Clair. Okay, so not much has really changed beyond what we've been looking at this point. So good news to be had there. But like I said, there's still potential for things to kind of uptrend as we go beyond our current time frame here. Excuse me. I'm still kind of waiting to see just what comes of this setup right here. Because we still have to see what happens over here towards Arkansas and parts of northeastern Texas. It's been a point of interest for a while. We've talked about this a few times on video. So we'll have to see how this pans out here. Okay. Be right back. Let me ask. I got a text message in. Also gonna maybe try to get my dinner plan set up here just in case things start to get a little bit hectic here. Love the harmony on this song. Yeah, they're gonna let this tornado warning expire now. They just reissued out ahead of it with a severe thunderstorm warning and then a ping pong size hail tag. So it looks like we have lost our tornadic storms for the moment here at the very least. This is a guitar cover I did. I don't necessarily like that part. I might want to try to redo that someday. This is what we're looking like right now over towards St. Louis still. Not much has really changed with this, actually. Wait. Hang on a second. Let's look at I-64. Is this current time? Where's our camera gone? It's kind of hard to see what's going on with this one. St. Louis Airport. Let's see what we got going on here, maybe. Oh, there we go. That's a good view right now. Storm definitely kind of has that look like it's deteriorating a bit now. Oh, well, you could definitely hear the wind in the background here. Yeah, it looks like if there was something that was down briefly, it's definitely lifted 100% now, without question. I wonder if any of these sky cams got a view of this tornado. I'm shocked that we didn't even have the thought process to look at it on here. It's kind of crazy. Oh, panicking a little bit early, I guess. Well, I mean, they are in a hatched risk. So maybe it's understandable. Because, I mean, we've seen a lot of instances in past times where that has gone very wrong. So I can understand. Man, that 15% is crazy, though. Would have never expected to see that, of all things.
All right, it's officially.
Oh, didn't want that to happen. Scoff December 9th. Yeah. Yeah, December 9th was it was something. And we were here for it too. That's the craziest part. The fact that we were there for all of it. That was one heck of a day. That was what, a 6-7 hour live stream? Yeah, I didn't think it was a weekday. It was a weekend. Man, the yawns are hitting me really hard right now. Help. My leg. Let me see. Is there anything else that I could listen to? Yeah, it looks like Brad might be done here. He's not even going for that storm anymore. There's no chance of him really catching it anyway, especially with it being in a metropolitan. So really, I guess we're looking at the golden three here, waiting to see what happens with this setup over here. check out Zulu time right here because depending on how long this warning lasts for, we may start to take a look at what to expect for later this evening here. Well, it still looks like it has a little bit of rotation with it. Definitely not what it once was. Still a lot of radar noise, but not much in the way of rotation. Something there, though, still. Maybe trying to recycle. Still a little sticky appendage with that. Yeah, you got some destructive interference here on the north side. I mean, it could still flourish here on that south side here. It's not going to be, it's not necessarily going to be discrete anymore. It's going to kind of be multicellular at that point. Hang on a minute now. This looks like it's trying to recycle here too. This storm that was over towards Jefferson City. Brad Arnold is not far away from it, but there is one thing to pay attention to, and it's that this cell looks like it might be trying to get pulled in here and merge. If this merges here, then we could maybe call this system kaput right now. This storm right here kaput, as far as its tornado potential in the short term. All in the meanwhile, we're still looking over here towards Oklahoma, waiting to see what happens with this. We could see maybe embedded supercells, but I'm really thinking, in particular, in regards to the tornado threat, our best chance would be discrete cells, and we just aren't really seeing them over here. The cap that's out here towards this section is making things a little bit difficult. And we kind of started seeing that trend last night in particular. I was a little bit shocked to see that hatch just come back, because at one point it was taken down, and even the 10% area to go with it. I think 10% non-hatch would have been a good move in my opinion. It's a slower stream tonight. The last few tornado events, or tornado outbreak streams, or supposed tornado outbreak streams, have kind of been like this in recent time for not just me, but a lot of other weather influencers. So we're just kind of waiting to see what happens here. Okay, I might actually have to take a real break here because I feel the urge to go to the bathroom here, and it might be a not lengthy visit, but considerable visit. Same here, because I think once this warning expires, that's what we're going to look at and kind of see how things are trending for the night, just so we know what we're going to be dealing with over the next couple hours. Because if the stream is kaput, no point in beating a dead horse, so to speak. But at the same time, though, you know, it's just one of those things. Definitely, if I can, I'll try to save my energy for the live stream tomorrow. Especially if we can get off at a decent time. That's partially the other reason why I want to look at the 23Z. It's because, you know, I want to know what I can expect in regards to the work day tomorrow. Do this one next. Still have not let go of that tornado warning just yet. There's some headbanging for you. Guess while we're waiting. Yeah, we're starting to lose it. Not quite what it once was. Also starting to lose some of that moisture over towards this region. Although this is still looking okay. It's not... I think we're going to have a very narrow window with this storm here. Easy. The storm could be trying to recycle here. Hard to really see anything here, though, sadly. And there goes the tornado warning. That sounded bad. I'm going to redo that one. think we've got enough of 23Z to use here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and actually take a look at the HRRR here. I think we'll actually try and take a more up close look here too if we can. This is a general look at what we have going on right now. Here's our showers and storms over to the south, over towards Texas, Oklahoma. And then, of course, our storm towards Missouri right now. So if we go forward in the next couple hours here, we do see a downtrend in activity. There is a few storms that pop up that have some stronger potential here. You can see what these little streaks are here. These are updraft helicity streaks that are greater than 75 meters squared per second squared. It's pretty strong, but the convective mode is not really conducive at this point and beyond for tornadic development, however. Not impossible for it to happen, but less likely, I guess, would be the better phrase to go with here. So when we go to, let's say, well, it's about as far as we can go here. We're going to try to actually sneak over to 18Z real quick. This is taking a look at tomorrow's threat now. Here's our overnight look. Here is when things start to get a little bit more juicy in regards to the tornado threat for tomorrow. This will be just after lunchtime when things start to get interesting here. Have a lot of activity again towards southern Ohio here. Not really surprising. Like I said, me and some of the guys on Discord, we've been kind of calling this area as a point of interest here. Do you see a couple of potential discrete cells over here towards Tennessee and Kentucky as well that we'll have to keep a lookout for? We'll eventually watch this line consolidate, and maybe we'll see what goes on over here towards the southeast as we head into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. But I can almost expect that I'll have a full day of work tomorrow, so could be a little sketchy with tomorrow's setup as far as going live, because it looks like a lot of activity starts to fire off early in the day. So we'll have to see how this pans out. But if it does hold off till a little bit later, we will be here, especially. But timing is going to be essential. But this is, of course, only the 18Z run. We're already all the way up to about 23Z, so we'll have to see what the OOZ run looks like a little bit later this evening. We may even touch upon that a little bit. You think they'll cancel school in your area? Do you think they'll cancel school in your area, Isaiah? Make sure we're checking our stuff here, staying on our P's and Q's. I do think that this storm still has potential. This is still a storm that I'm interested in seeing right now. And then we do have another possible tag with this storm towards Bolivar. It's over towards more so southern Missouri here. But I really think that that's our best shot at this point now. There's Brandon Kopic that we're looking at right here. And with that, I think I'm going to sneak over to the bathroom real quick. Whatever landed on my neck is dead now.
Man, you can put me on Mars, and I'd get stuck behind
what the heck that was.
Yeah, it sucks with our timing with this storm. 'Cause I'm about to head north on 2.
I'll be right back though.
Which I think is the route you're taking. But I'm gonna get stuck in the core, and on these 2 lanes, there's no way we're gonna be able to get up through that core anytime soon, at least.
Man, a lot of water. Holy crap.
Oh, it just sucks. This thing looks like it's trying to get its act together, too. That's my concern, is this thing's trying to... I've got 7 miles till 32, and it looks like it just dumped a bunch of hail right on that intersection I'm about to get to.
Yeah, it looks like it got windy with some decent hail. There's a bunch of leaves, well, not leaves, but tree crap on the road. But man, there's a lot of water racing through these ditches.
This thing's trying to have an RFD surge, too. I should have went with the other option to go down 44, honestly. That probably would have been the better bet. If I would have went down to 44, then that would have been perfect.
Alright. Looks like I'm back and right on schedule because it looks like Brandon's stream is conked out for the moment. We'll get that back though. The storm still looks like it's trying to do a thing. We're going to keep an extra close eye on that one as well as this one. It still has the 20 possible tag on it as well. Actually switch over to the Springfield radar. Get a look at it. Not the most incredible picture I've seen in regards to radar. Not even for today, but it's trying. It's definitely trying. Okay. Whatever landed on me is messing with my head now. Even though I got it. Once something lands on you out of nowhere, it just kind of bothers you. I don't know where that came from or why. I'm looking around trying to figure it out. Wait. That's freaking embarrassing that happened on stream too. Yuck. Still some cleaning up I gotta do, I guess. Oh, and there's a tornado warning. What did I tell you? And I think that's a storm that... Oh, no, it's not either one of these. This is back towards Oklahoma. While we're at it, try to get the siren to sound here. Dang it, come on now, stop acting stupid. There we go. This tornado warning is for Osage County once again. This is a storm capable of producing a tornado 4 miles north of Hominy, moving east at 45 miles an hour. It's radar indicated tornado warning. Some locations that we also have to look out for: Skiatook, Hominy, Barnsdall, Winona, Avent, Pershing, Nelagoni, Italian, and Wolco. So if you are in any of those areas, you need to be heading to your safe spot. It's a radar indicated tornado warning right now. Could easily evolve from that point right there as well. Does look like we have an embedded storm here with a weak echo region from the looks of it here. Just right on this little notch right here could be where we have a brief spin up. I don't expect it to be a long lasting situation, but nonetheless it's something that we need to be extra careful of. Could see a couple opportunities for this to spin up. Ouch. Huh? All in all, so far, kind of an underperformer. Let's hope it stays that way. I think I found a culprit here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all.
Ah, got it. I got something. It's dead now. Good riddance to whatever it was. I have a little trash bag hanging on my doorknob just in case. Sheesh, man. Like, yuck. Look like some small bug. I don't know where they're coming from. Hope there isn't more. Ugh. That was annoying. Okay. I can check Discord images. Oh, Discord radar images. I see it. Is this our current tornado warning storm over here? Yep, indeed it is. This might actually be down. And yep, there it is. Tornado observed now. So we're going to sound the siren again. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground now. So again, this is 3 miles south of Winona, moving east at 45 here. The areas that we talked about earlier, all from Skiatook, Hominy, Barsdale, Winona, of course, Avent, Pershing, Nelagoni, Taliant, and Wolco. We need to be in our safe spots right now. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground. Yeah, you were spot on about that one, Isaiah. Good look. You got pretty good with that radar there, if I say so myself. It's a good start. Good job on that radar, man. That was a storm I wasn't quite expecting to really do much of anything at all. Brandon's storm here also was looking pretty good at one point. Let's see if it's still got that look to it. It's trying, but I think it's struggling with outflow. So I don't know. That window's gonna close up pretty soon for that, especially as it gets closer to that warm front. That warm front might be its saving grace in regards to maybe dropping something really quick, but really the action right now is mainly towards northern Oklahoma. Oh wow, that's wrapped up pretty nicely now. That's actually looking pretty ominous. Could be a pretty notable tornado trying to develop there. I don't expect it to be a long track tornado, but it could be a pretty strong one. Oh yeah, look at that signature there. Look at that signature. Let's go ahead and actually check gate to gate with this. This is a nice little velocity signature here. 62 to 33, so almost 100 miles per hour gate to gate. So I mean, it's not weak. It could be a strong tornado here. Well, another thing to keep in mind is there isn't really a lot over. There are some towns over here, but they're not huge. So it could be mainly just tearing through more fields than anything else, which would be best case scenario anyway. But if it is tearing through fields, then you're not going to have quite as prevalent of a TDS signature. But there is still a little bit of a signature here. It's a very weak drop, though. It could just be noise, too. But at the same time, though, yeah, it could just be hitting a field. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're on the same page with that there. Alright, let's go ahead and actually go split screen with this one. Especially since it's an observed. Dang, man. This is messing with my brain the way that bug landed on my neck. Daggone it, man. I can't believe it. Cannot believe that happened. Did I not get them? Did I not get it? Am I seeing things? I'm tripping. There's another point of rotation developing to the west of Pawhuska. Oh wow, look at that couplet there. Starting to really wrap up. Like I said, I don't expect this to necessarily be a strong one, but it has definitely got a very impressive look to it for sure. And the area of interest does match. Let's just hope this avoids structures. Mainly stays out in open areas of field. Man. I hate that there are no chasers on this storm that we can look at.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Uh-oh.
children.
Okay. I was trying to see if there's any chance that I could sneak and find a chaser on feed here. At least from here. I may not be able to show it on the stream, but I could at least look at it and give an idea as to what's going on. But so far, no dice. It's kind of a pain. Uh-oh. There is a little... Oh, wait, that's interference. Yeah, I don't see a TDS with this anymore, thankfully. Maybe it lifted. but that TVS is definitely there. So if this did lift, there is a chance that this is recycling and could possibly drop something maybe even stronger down the line here. Because that couplet hasn't really downtrended a whole lot. Maybe it has a little bit, but this is in an environment where it can cycle and drop maybe another tornado. Potentially even one stronger. Yeah, I do see something right here. You gotta be kidding me. I'll be right back. I don't know where these guys are coming from, but I'm gonna spray this. I have a little something that'll get rid of whatever these are. Found two more of those little things. I'm not gonna show it on stream, but that was really weird and kind of off-putting. Okay, we are starting to see a downtrend though in the velocity signature here, so this may be on a downtrend here. This is still the only tornado warning that we have ongoing, so that's good news. But even so, we'll still be on the lookout for maybe a couple of other storms maybe trying to get something going here. You can see there's little embedded features here where we're seeing some weak rotation across the board. So I'll have to keep an extra close eye on it. We'll go ahead and run some more music here. We're going to add more to this playlist as time goes on here. Right now, all we got is 4 songs. Wow. Got a severe thunderstorm warning for baseball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds over here. This is towards Missouri again. This is over towards Lebanon, just off to the west. Is the tornado intensity guidance accurate? What do you mean by that, tornado intensity guidance? You mean for the tornado watch? Or is it something else? Because if you're talking about the storm that's in Oklahoma right now, it is in an environment where strong tornadoes are possible. But definitely, as we all know, it's not a guarantee. I've honestly never really heard of that, and I would consider it unwise to use that. Because I've seen storms that have had crazy velocities and crazy signatures not really verify the true wind speed, especially with velocities, considering the fact that velocities are usually taken a few hundred feet above the surface, and all the damage and the ratings that we get happen at the surface. Those wind speeds just a few hundred feet above the ground are different, albeit the variance could be about 10 to 20 miles an hour. So it's still enough. That's still pretty significant, you know? I mean, if you really think about it, the difference between being at 0 miles an hour in comparison to feeling a 20 mile per hour wind gust, it's pretty different, I would say. So, I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily trust that if we're just looking at radar only. It's definitely something that I haven't heard of being proven by any stretch. That looks ominous right there. I didn't even know that I clicked on Brad's feed here. And there goes Brad's feed. It's looking pretty interesting over there, though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we've lost that one. See if we can get a better look at this hail.
Around the time it gets 11 and it's about 14.
Looks pretty ominous still.
Yeah, it's coming off the boulevard now. I don't know. I'm not getting any ground.
I just do a splash and go as quickly as you can and just try and keep moving east. I mean, this thing, even if it does drop something, you get on the backside of it. I mean, it's concerning the way it's looking
damage side, because, alright, I mean, it does produce pretty much be on the damage side, because that can gas fast, but I keep getting stuck behind slow traffic, so there's definitely no getting ahead of it for
Yeah,
me.
we'll still look at this one. See how fast it's moving. Oh, 60.
There's a Casey on the east side of town.
So this is a fast mover right here. This is where it'll get sketchy for some of these guys. And there goes Vince's feed again. Or Brandon's feed. We have Corey over here, who is sounds like he's getting gas. For whatever reason, I'm not able to click on his feed because of the hail report here. Yep. Let's try it now. There we go. Just need to zoom in more. Yep, he's behind because he had to gas up, do a splash and go. So that makes things a little bit more difficult for him. It's kind of hard to catch this storm 60 miles an hour, but at least if this does drop something, he has a chance. Well, simply put, this storm right here is looking a little bit ominous. Has the potential to drop something. I'll have to wait and see how this pans out. But yeah, we'll be watching that one. And then, yeah, we still have our tornado warning over here for this storm. It's now sneaking into Missouri here. So our little corridor is trying to fire off a little something. Wouldn't be expecting a lot out of it. But we still have 2 tornado warnings right now. Or really 1. It's for the same storms, just reissue. And then, of course, there's this tornado possible tag here. So plenty going on. A fair amount going on, I should say. Not plenty. There's stuff to watch, though, for sure. I think there's enough rotation with this storm that they decided to continue with the warning. Although I would say that it's becoming more and more broad at the moment. Inflow is kind of winning that battle, though, just a little bit. So it's not like the threat is 0. Oh, there's the tornado warning. What do you know? How about that? So there's tornado warning number 2. Got to get the siren back up if it'll load. Okay, there we go. This tornado warning actually includes the city of Lebanon and also has baseball-sized hail to go with it. But this is Dallas, Polk, and Lacede counties. This is located over Buffalo, moving at 50, which is a radar-indicated tornado. Baseball-sized hail is going to be a big issue here. So we need all of you here to take shelter. Areas of interest: Lebanon, Bennett Springs State Park, Buffalo, Morgan, Phillipsburg, Halfway, Bennett Springs, Twin Bridges, Windyville, Lynchburg, Sleeper, Falcon, Goodson, Long Lane, and Trinop. This also includes Interstate 44 between mile markers 113 and 144. So, yeah, pretty active over here now. Getting a little bit more activity. But these are the only 2 tornado warnings we have, thankfully. Just very concerned about this storm here. Vince is in a tough coverage area.
Trying to catch up to it desperately.
It's going to be a challenge for him to catch up to the storm with it moving 50 miles an hour. He's gonna have latency issues, so he might cut out every once in a while. We just have to try and refresh it and go from there.
Yeah, our storm is actively tornado warned. We're on the back side of the hook right now. We're very, very close to it. Very close.
Vince isn't far away either. You might have a shot at it. Looks like Corey's a little bit too far out. A little bit of gas is gonna end up hurting him a little bit. Having to do that splash and go. Can't be helped. Excuse me. Can't be helped at all. Uh-oh. Well, we have lost. Okay, there it is. It's come back around now.
The lightning's definitely on the uptick. I can see that much.
And there's that rotation right there. Oh, that has a nice hook on it. It's just behind it too. Yeah, this could drop. This could drop at any time. Got a nice structure to it as well.
We're coming into the back side of the warning right now. Extreme back side of the warning.
Yeah, the scalp's itchy a little bit. I'm sorry, guys.
Yep, unfortunately it's looking very, very healthy and it is about to get dark, and that is not a good feeling.
Yeah, he's not
Look
kidding.
at just crossing whatever that north-south state route is by Buffalo. 65.
Oh, and there it goes. See if we'll get him back with this.
Pop-up traffic. Yeah, here comes another car.
It looked better about a scan or two to go on reflectivity. We'll see if this continues to hold out here. And yeah, there he goes again. Daggone it. Alright, let's go back a couple of scans. Yeah, it still looks pretty good. There's still a good bit of lightning with it too, so it's still trending upward in regards to its intensity. I do think we're seeing a little bit of a push to the northeast now, so that could affect some things. We'll have to see what they do next with this tornado warning. Odds are they're likely to continue it for a while, but no guarantees as to what can happen beyond that point here. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I'm yawning a lot. I apologize. Didn't think I would be yawning this much. I don't like it any more than you do. Trust me. Yeah, it still looks like it's pretty wrapped up. Just definitely watch out if you're north of Lebanon here and heading to I-44 here. Looks like it's going to make a very close pass. I'm thinking it will miss both Lebanon and I-44, but we'll have to wait and see. But if you're towards State Route 5, 88, you need to be getting to a safe spot right now. Like, you need to be running to it, if anything. Because this thing is rolling in fast. It'll be on you in a flash. Daggone it, man. The yawning will not stop. Let's go ahead and look at velocity again. Starting to see it broadening out. Oh, shoot. New tornado warning. This is south of Fort Worth. This is over towards Mansfield. Wow. This is a radar indicated tornado warning for Johnson County. This is located near Joshua. Moving east at 35 miles an hour. Excuse the hiccup. This is going to be near Claiborne, Keene, Joshua, Cross Timber. Well, now. And then Alvarado at 8 o'clock Central Time. So 4 minutes from now. So pretty much going to be right on top of these guys pretty quickly. And other locations to watch out for would be Lillian, Briar Oaks, Coyote Flats, and Egan. Also, be on the lookout if you're in between mile markers 22 and 35 between I-35. It does look like it's very broad just from the first glance. Let's go ahead and get a closer look. Yes, it looks extremely broad. It's a little spot right there, but it's very, very minute. It is very, very minute. Still have this tornado warning over here. So that puts us up to 3 now. This is tied with the most that we've had for the day today. We also got a new severe thunderstorm watch, which includes the city of Indianapolis now. And we're starting to even get into parts of western Ohio as well. So like I said, severe threat's going to persist as we get into the evening and even into the overnight. But we're going to start to lose some of those key parameters, mainly that instability along with that daytime heating. It's going to be a key factor to the severe setup for today. Then after that, we have to keep an eye and see if the atmosphere will recover well in this region over here towards Indiana and Ohio. I can't blame them for removing the moderate risk. It definitely felt like it didn't verify. At least in my opinion, it didn't. For tomorrow, I would maybe keep it up still. I don't know. I have to see how things pan out. especially with that trough that's coming in from Canada. Okay, so we're still sitting at 3. Let's go ahead and look at these from bottom to top here. We'll start with this storm over here just to the south of Fort Worth and Dallas. Doesn't really look like we have a whole lot going on here. In fact, it looks like we've maybe even lost the rotation signal here. The TVS isn't really there. Then if we go further to the north towards Oklahoma, heading almost into the Missouri line, we have yet another tornado warning towards far northern Oklahoma. This is also a weak echo region here. Little kinks in the line you have to watch out for. You'll see these little brief flare-ups of spin. So that tornado warning's actually just now been extended. So we'll keep an eye on that one. And then, of course, there's this one over here that's just towards Lebanon, Missouri, which has a pretty stout look to it right now. The mesocyclone is starting to look a little sloppy at the moment. I do think some interference might be coming into play with that. So overall, 3 storms. Nothing imminently on the ground, though. But yeah, this storm looks like it's having a little bit of trouble here. Some interference coming into play here, and increasing amounts of convection are going to probably hold this storm up a bit. So, like I said, still waiting to see exactly what lies ahead for this system here. We could see maybe a couple more tornadoes, but I'm not entirely sure of just what lies ahead just yet for tonight. Excuse me again. Jeez. Cannot get away from the yawns. Help. What can I do? What can I do? Alright, let's see if we can get that music back on. Or better yet, let me go ahead and look at Brandon's feed real quick. I'm probably going to lose this one really quick based on how his signal's acting. Looks dark and ominous, though. I do know that. In fact, I'll be right back real quick. Alright, we're back, and then of course his feed goes away. Daggone it. Missouri is not a great area when it comes to cell phone signal, especially towards southern Missouri. So, struggle is real. We're going to try to keep his feed up this time. Mainly trying to get some water here. But every time I step away is whenever this happens. At least I was here to catch it this time. Looks pretty ominous over there, though. Not gonna lie. Riding on that shoulder pretty heavy. Oh, here's some 3-inch hail reports. It's the largest we've seen today. Just beyond baseball size there. Yeah, it looks like Brandon's having some latency issues. Not surprising given the area. Ozarks are not very friendly to, again, like I said before, cell phone service, internet data. So, no real surprises there. Yeah, we started the stream too late to run a poll. That's on me. I should have probably did it before I started the stream, but just the way things kind of panned out with work kind of dragging out a little longer than I expected. Well, really not even work. It was more like just the traffic that really bit me today. Like, traffic coming home was pretty bad. Like, I was hoping I'd probably get there by about 4 o'clock, maybe 3:30 Eastern. Ended up being 4:30 Eastern. So, yeah, it was one of those things that was out of my control, unfortunately. I was pretty frustrated about it, too. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so it looks like we got maybe a new tornado watch over here towards Joplin and Springfield. So we'll have to see how things pan out with this. This line is particularly being mentioned in this tornado watch. And the potential of embedded supercells exists with that. So we'll wait for the watch to be issued and we'll kind of go from there. If we look at probabilities, it's not necessarily high to get tornadoes or hail or significant tornadoes. It's mainly hail. It's going to be the threat, especially as we get closer to that frontal boundary moving in here. I think we might have maybe a couple of more hours of stream within our realm here. Then after that, I'm probably going to have to call it a night. Well, for one, because I have to work. And then two, also, oops, did not want to do that, actually. So one, I'd have to work. And then two, yeah. It does look like after 11, we do eventually start to see a drop off in severe weather potential. So 11 o'clock Eastern time, you start to see that drop off. So at maximum, you would go about 12, and then I think you would start to see the real decline begin. So like I said, we're just going to have to wait and see how things play out here. Do have another cell over here towards Hominy that has a tornado warning on it as well. And we also have a severe thunderstorm warning that's just been issued to the west of Indianapolis. Like I said, plenty of activity here. Just not much in the way of tornadoes today. Not really surprised. It was kind of a toss-up as to how things were going to develop. We were anticipating that in the forecast when me and some of the guys discussed making it. So we've kind of been spot on for the most part. So we'll see what this corridor over here with the new tornado watch is going to do. But I would not be surprised if we don't get a whole lot out of it at this current moment in time. But yeah, right now we're just we're kind of just waiting to see what these warnings end up doing. Storm towards Lebanon. This warning that's for the Lebanon storm. We're still kind of hanging at the radar indicated phase. I don't really see anything that has indicated a tornado on the ground at any point. And the storm has been struggling a little bit. I think some interference has come into play here. But it does look like it's managed right now to stay discreet. So I have to see how things kind of roll from here for this cell. But I do think that that window closes the further off to the east it goes. So we need to do something, and we need, if we're going to do something with this storm, it needs to happen soon. Then after that, it's questionable whether or not the embedded mode is going to be enough to spark a few more tornadoes or a few supercells to develop here. But yeah, these two are also storms we're watching. And then, of course, we have another tornado warning to southern Texas. So we're still sitting at 4. It's the most we've had today. Uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we're gonna try this again for a bit here. We're gonna try to get something to drink. And since we're not looking at someone's stream, we should be able to get a cup of water or something. I shall be back. Has my mic been off the whole time? Yep, I think my mic's been off the whole time. Isn't that nice? Daggone it. It's been that kind of day. It's been a long day today. Gotten into far northeastern Oklahoma, and we're about to get into southeast Kansas here in the next little bit with this tornado warning. So we're back down to one tornado warning once again. Still actually have a really good look at this, what looks to be embedded supercell here. Thankfully, it looks like we're kind of pushing more towards rural areas right now, which is good news. Could be a few houses here and there, but it'll be a little bit more spread out. So that's good news. And it looks like out ahead of it, they have issued a severe thunderstorm warning, which might be a positive sign that maybe this is weakening. I don't see much in the way of rotation. At least not off rip. Let's go ahead and verify that just to be sure. There is something there, but it's very broad. There's a little pocket right there where it's trying to get it going, but it might not be enough to maintain that tornado warning. Like, it has to drastically re-strengthen it pretty fast in order to maintain itself. And obviously with that, we don't have any sort of debris returns. This could be a problem though, actually, with the way this is formed up, because this could cause a little bit of interference. This could close off that inflow notch right here, although the threat may shift a little further to the south down that line. think we're gonna lose this tornado warning after all. Yeah, because they just downtrended this all the way to severe thunderstorm warning with 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds again. Let me check something real quick while I'm at it. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm actually gonna possibly call it a night here for a couple of reasons, mainly due to the fact that I do have to work tomorrow, but also I think we might just have a bust on our hands here. Unless something crazy happens, I don't see too much in the way of tornadoes developing overnight. And then, of course, we might be back on tomorrow here. So I think I'm going to rest up and be at it again for you guys tomorrow if I can. With that being said, appreciate everyone who tuned in tonight. Thanks for being here. We're going to do this again. We'll also be making forecast videos very soon, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you have that bell on. Make sure you have that. Make sure you click the like button. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. We will be here much more. Things are more stable around here again. So until then, you guys have an awesome rest of your night. Again, thank you so much for being here and making this a fun stream. Until next time.